My name is Jeff Tailor. I'm the director of the Career Center at Clarkson University, and today we'd like to be discussing with you some can't-miss tips for your resume. When I'm working with students, quite often I'll find they're looking for the perfect advice or something that's very concrete in nature. A resume is very much a subjective document. Depending on the industry you apply for, depending on the nature of a job, there will be some subtle differences. So as you take your document to multiple people, we would encourage you to get those varied opinions, but in the end, take what fits best and best fits that particular position.
So let's start off by making sure that your resume is outcome-oriented. I would start by reviewing the bullet points on your resume. The bullet points can be found underneath your work experiences, leadership involvement, volunteer experiences, etc. You want to make sure that your bullet points are highlighting your accomplishments, meaning lessons learned, involvement with training, or any type of quantifiable results. Some things that employers are looking for on your resume are leadership involvement, campus involvement, academic success, and preferably some type of related experience. Another tip is making sure that your resume is self-marketing, meaning what makes you unique to a potential employer, emphasizing skills and experiences that match the position. For example, if an organization is looking for a candidate with extensive leadership experience, you will want to highlight work or extracurricular opportunities where you took a leadership type of role.
Okay, now we've given you some general sort of self-review tips. However, all candidates want to know some certain concrete items. So what we would call this would be sort of the ease of read elements to your resume. And what I mean by that is very simply margin size. Generally you can go with 0.5 to 1 inch. The font size is a common question. We would recommend a 10 to a 12 point font. Nothing larger or nothing smaller because that gets too large and it appears you don't have enough information, or again it's too small to read. Candidates will often ask us about, can I implement graphics or colors? Now, I would say if you're looking for a graphics-related position or a graphic designer, you can get very creative with those elements. However, if you're looking for a business, engineering, or hard science-based position, you really want to stay away from those elements and keep to a very clean and organized document.
Also keep in mind, when employers are looking at your resume, they typically look at it first for about 15 to 30 seconds. So you want to make sure that it's really well typed and that you don't have any grammatical or typing errors.
Candidates will often think of their resume as a bit more of an autobiography, and that's a way that we steer away from. What I think is really important is to begin to think of your resume as a focused document that's written in relation to what is needed in the position description. So a simple way that you as a candidate can review your own resume is to take the job description to which you're applying for, whether it's full-time or an internship, and to review the technical language used in that document. Make sure that your resume, the statements that you've written, reflect the language that's used in the position description. If you've never done a resume or you're really unsure where to start, I would recommend that you come to our office. Our staff can help you write that resume from scratch, or if you've got one and you're just a little unsure of what to cover, please do come in. We can provide some extensive advice on that. Or if you don't have time to stop in our office, we also have a webinar that can be found in our student resource Night Link. You can also find it on our homepage.